Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gin and Juice podcast. My name is Melissa.
What happened to your voice?
Because I feel like I was starting the show. You don't feel like you have to start it in a certain voice?
No, because you were like, not on that tone. And then you were like,
Yeah, I have a professional voice.
Okay.
I code switch.
I am Melanie.
Hello, Melanie. How are you today?
Stop it, please.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mel.
Girl, let me tell you, I only had maybe a little less than half of that drink.
When you're drinking, you just gotta drink more.
I am a strongly worded email.
Actually, that feels in line, though.
It's not
No, listen. And every now and again, when somebody get out of line, you just yell, "Pop the trunk."
I'm the juice to her gin. Did we hit record?
Is it working? Is it on?
Yes, Melanie is sick.
I'm always sick because I have the what is it called? The thing that fights against germs.
Immune system?
There you go. I have that of Micaiah's age, so I'm always sick.
And
Everything always affects me.
We literally just went out last night. I'm going to talk like this the whole episode.
Please don't.
We literally went out last night, and I mean that like literally. We didn't go home till 8 o'clock or so last night. So I just saw Mel. She was not sick. She comes in this morning, and I'm like, it hasn't been 24 hours.
And my body, my immune system doesn't fight back. It just be like, let the germs get her. I have children who are always around germs. So now I'm sick.
Thank you to our sponsors.
Absolutely. And that is
Alloy, BetterHelp.
and DraftKings Casino. You were good for the BetterHelp.
Thank you so much for sponsoring today's episode. You'll hear more about them later on.
Stop talking like that. I don't like it.
The people love when I do this on my Instagram, so I'm trying to bring it forward into this.
Do they?
People,
They say you have such a great calming voice?
Yes, they love when
That's
I do my little fake ASMR. They're so fake ASMR. They're so fake. And they're like, oh my God, you have such a calming voice. Yes, I will talk like this moving forward.
That's hilarious.
So welcome. We are real life sisters. We get on this podcast every single
Melissa,
week.
I don't like it. I'm not going to participate in this. Stop. I don't like this. And I can't meet you with your recklessness right now because my nose is congested. So stop it.
Oh my God.
Talk regular.
All right, fine.
It is giving Quiet Storm.
What is Quiet Storm?
You remember Quiet Storm, the old late night radio where they play all the sexy jams?
Oh, no, I was
Slow
saved. So
jams.
no, I was not. I was listening to Fred Hammett. You Are the Living Word.
Don't listen nothing she got to say. I'm finna talk today with a congested voice.
Listen, you said Quiet Storm, and I was like, well, Mama used to call Monique that. Is that what
She called her Quiet Storm?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sometimes. Mel, this is how sometimes when I remember that Mel's 4 years younger than I am. We had a conversation about MC Hammer, and Mel's recollection of MC Hammer includes what?
The big puffy purple suit. Is that all? I don't understand. What am I missing? Was there more to him?
The cartoon?
Oh, he did have a cartoon. I remember the I knew he had one. Wait, isn't his cartoon is not Fat Albert?
No, the actual like Saturday morning cartoon. MC Hammer cartoon.
Oh, okay. This is only vague to me.
And Fat Albert, are you talking about Bill Cosby?
Oh, was Bill Cosby's, that was his?
Yes, I had it went back in my mind.
Oh, I do remember this. I remember this very
Yes.
terrible
Yes.
art cartoon. What was he doing in the show? Being MC Hammer?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I really don't even remember.
What was the premise?
MC Hammer being in it was
He
capitalism.
just dancing the whole time in the outfit?
It was capitalism. Let's capitalize on the success of this man.
I mean, why not?
And his popularity and
How
his
long
balloon
did this
pants.
run?
And put him on cartoons.
It ran for about one season? That sounds about right.
That is accurate.
Because what is
That
this?
sounds accurate. What was the premise of it? Look up the premise of the show.
Hammerman, hammer. Is how it starts. Whenever there's a crime, the goons are going to do time. They all better beware because the hammerman will be there. So he's like a crime fighting.
That sounds right.
Is he a rapper? What is Hammer considered?
He was rap adjacent.
He was a rap songstress?
Yeah, I would actually call him a rapper.
raptress? He was a rapper?
Yeah, I would
Okay.
call him a rapper.
A rapper. Okay.
The thing is, I need to remember how the actual theme song went, but as you started talking, I immediately thought of Darkwing Duck.
Oh, I started Google. Put in was MC Hammer because I was gonna say a rapper, and the first thing that comes up was MC Hammer a
Broke.
gang member?
A gang member?
You know what? I was talking to Mom about a couple weeks ago, and she said that he is known to like not be a person to play with. Like he was
MC
known,
Hammer?
yeah. Like he was known to like
We need to pray
People
just
would-
to make it today?
people were like feared him. He's from Oakland. Well, that would explain a lot.
Oh, they said he was a gang member.
Mom was like, "Oh no, he was known to like you don't want if
With MC Hammer that
MC
went broke
Hammer.
helping the world.
yes."
MC Hammer that said we need to pray just
She
to
told a
make it
specific
today.
story. I have
said
to
we
call
pray.
her. I didn't know he was from Oakland, California.
Child, I was unaware. They said he had goons.
Well, ha.
The thing about
Well,
it is,
I learned
he
something new.
said too legit to quit it. That is crazy. He did. What's the Addams Family song he did?
Adam's Family.
Yeah, didn't he have an Addams Family? I don't know why my mind is doing this right now.
He was connected to Suge Knight. Is that real?
Hammer. They said Hammer was the goon. That's what
That's what Mom was saying. He was the problem. He was connected to Suge Knight, though, for real? Is that a real
They
thing?
said yes.
Oh, my gosh.
They said to search MC Hammer stories on TikTok. Can
I'm
we
finna
talk
do
about?
I'm not a lawyer, but
You-
is there
Now,
some documents?
Don't get goon messing with the old goon now, okay?
Maybe the worst was.
Because they got something to prove. He said, I'm sitting over here minding my business, not bothering nobody. And here come, I'm not a lawyer. You gonna need a lawyer. You keep messing with me.
How was he up there dancing like that, and the goons didn't care that he was up there rolling them
I mean,
shoulders
show
and them
yes, he
hips
was
like that,
going this way and going this way
with them feet moving that
and
fast?
the pants with the balloon. The yellow pants is what I remember. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I didn't know they were oh
Look like goldy yellow.
yeah.
That's specifically and
I had no
the little
idea.
curl thing with the part that also puts me in the mind frame of Bobby Brown with the Gumby. What a time. And I
Had
love me
no
some Bobby
idea.
Brown. Let me tell you something about it. I love me some Bobby Brown.
Well,
Because when Tenderoni come on,
he was a good time, but child.
love me some Bobby Brown. He's the original bad boy of like
sure.
R&B.
Agreed.
He's like, yeah, the original bad boy of R&B. I don't know how we got here. What were we talking about
don't
to
really
even
know.
go down this like MC Hammer random rabbit hole? Howie Mandel. Welcome. We start this episode. Tenderoni's a classic bop. Okay? Classic. Every word. Because I love me some Bobby Brown. Oh my goodness. Sitting down and listening to like a good Bobby Brown radio station. Oh my God. What a time. Oh, just what a time. All right, we're going to start with long story short. That was a bunch of stories. But not much happened this week.
No.
I do have one story that I've had on my docket for me to talk about since for a while, and I haven't had an opportunity. Since this is a slow week, I'm going to share it.
Yep.
So before Courtney and I come in on occasion, we stop by a local like donut shop, and they serve like breakfast sandwiches. I went like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I normally get like a little pastrami sandwich with a croissant and like an egg. And the lady said, "How many eggs would you like?" And I was like, "Oh, that's so random. She never asked me this because like they just make my order." So I was like, "Oh, 1 is fine." She's like, "Okay, it's an extra $1.25
For what? An extra egg?
for 1 egg."
Oh, for 1 egg.
For 1 egg on my sandwich. And I was like, signs of a recession.
That's insane.
Signs of a recession. $1.25 for 1 cracked egg on my breakfast sandwich.
That means everybody's probably going to start using that fake powdered eggs, and I hate that.
Oh, they're so bad.
I hate that. And everybody just be acting like they're regular eggs, and it's not. Like, we can taste the difference. This is manufactured. This
Yeah.
is powder
I don't
that
know
you put
what we're
water
gonna do.
with.
It's not good. Do you see Goldman Sachs increased their probability of a recession to 35% up
No.
from 20?
I was gonna say, what was it before? No, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
up from 20.
When though? I need specifics.
Listen, me too.
I hate all this. Like, it's gonna come.
Me
Y'all
too.
been saying that for a long time.
Me too.
You know what? The other thing is, at some point somebody was like, "We are in a recession," and I was like, "When were y'all gonna tell us?"
I know, because I feel like by the time they be like, we're in a recession, we've already hit the
We've
bottom
already
and we're
hit
like
it.
coming out.
Yeah, like there needs to be a recession alarm or a bell or something. Hey, it's here.
Have you seen that trend that where it's like signs of a recession? That's why I said that, because
No.
it's like a trend of signs of a recession. Oh, it's very funny because it's like, signs of a recession. It'll be like Beyonce ticket prices.
Because they're cheap?
No,
I don't understand.
like saying that she's broke,
Oh,
that she's increased her
got it. I
her
was like,
prices on
what?
her. I mean, Beyonce tickets always been expensive.
Exactly.
We're gonna be honest about it, but it's like a really funny.
Yeah.
It's like a really funny trend. Anyway,
I have said this, and I'm sure we've all said this, but I'm very concerned that government jobs have always been the aspiration, the gold star for the middle class, especially like people of color. It's always been like, get a government job because you're gonna have retirement, you're gonna be safe, you're not gonna get
they're
fired.
really hard job. Yep.
Like they were the jobs that you were
Gold standard.
supposed to gold standard. That's the job you were supposed to like get. And so much of middle class America is built off of people having government jobs. And so the fact that those are not stable because everybody's getting laid off and losing their jobs because of whatever, I don't understand. Like, America is ran off the middle class, right? Like, that's who we are. Like, there's people above and below, but like that middle keeps it going. This is directly affecting that middle. So I don't understand how we don't hit a recession.
In addition, the TikTok ban should take effect on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I
For sure.
do not think people understand the jobs that are created
Yeah.
as a result of social media.
Yeah.
All social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, like these create there are 4 people in just this room that have jobs off the backs of social media.
100%.
That is crazy.
So even those, I mean, there's a range obviously for people who make income off of social media, but like that is a large amount of people who are spending money, and you couple that with the people who work in the government, like,
Who have lost jobs.
and those people have been, that's the other thing, because they were viewed, I didn't cut you off.
No,
but
go ahead.
Because government jobs were viewed as so safe, people are betting like their life decisions off of the fact that I'm going to have a job. I work for the government. I'm going to have a job. And so the house you have, where your kids go to school, the cars, the vehicles you drive, the colleges your kids attend, all of those life decisions are based upon
the stability of your job.
of a government job. And so when that whole foundation is shaken, I am like, I don't understand how the recession is not tomorrow.
Literally.
Because
I think we're in it, to be completely honest with you. I think people are going to be, which naturally happens, you start getting tighter with your money. Because,
yes,
well, number one, things are very expensive. But number two, because you feel the kind of like instability, you're like, I need to hoard this money for the just in case.
Just
I
in
need to have
case.
a plan on the just
Yeah.
in case. So I'm not going to. And that's what happens when you have, government jobs, social media, that I am super intrigued. I mean, I've been saying this since the beginning. I am so intrigued to see what happens if the TikTok ban goes into effect this weekend, because it's not just the creators, it is who they employ, whether that's an editor, whether that's a videographer, whether that's a camera person for influencers who take pictures, like all of these things. And that's just the creators aspect. We're not even talking about all of the TikTok shop.
Yeah. They just started a program too for like TikTok shop
I
people.
actually think I got an email about this.
And people are like all excited.
Those
and
are all
showing-
small businesses.
and
I
people
mean,
are making
obviously,
a
like the
ton of
Fenty
money.
Beauties and the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bigger, but there are a ton of small businesses who go viral on TikTok, and that sustains this economy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You take that away, and that like virality that causes them to have this huge sum of money, it goes away. It's not the same on Instagram. You're not going to find that on YouTube. It's not the same as
Yeah.
it is on TikTok. I'm so intrigued. I feel like we are going to plummet into a recession.
100%.
It's
don't
really
see how
scary.
you avoid it. It's very interesting. And I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Do you think TikTok's going to be banned on? Is it Saturday? I
It's
keep
the 5th.
saying Saturday.
I don't think it's gonna go away. Honestly,
What
I think
is,
there was I was reading something that, I mean, it's the president doing what the president does, but saying apparently he's gonna have the ability. He's gonna be the one that gets to say who does it, and people are bidding. I don't think it's gonna go away. I think it'll be fine. If it wasn't going to be fine, TikTok would be posting again like they were before.
That's what I find. The
There
fact that
would
everyone is
be-
radio silent about
Yeah,
it.
they would be talking about it. Remember, they was emailing the creators. If you want to stand with us, you post this on your page, and they were sending us all types of links. I ain't got a single link. Everything's fine.
The thing is, Trump does what the heck he wants to do. So I'm only going to tell you what's supposed to happen. What actually ends up happening with this man in office, who the heck actually knows? But the reality is the ban should take effect on Saturday. And yes, I think he only did like 75 days, and I think technically the law says 90. But again, the specificity of the extension actually has to do with not just kicking the bucket down the road. It's if you have a buyer and they can't close by the time the ban takes effect, you have the option to
Give them more
enact the
time.
extension to ensure that the sale goes through, and we, the public, is transparent to us, and our service isn't interrupted, so to speak. That's how it's supposed to work. He may decide, because Trump is doing what he wants to do, and the Democrats is saying whatever you want to do. We might throw a fit, we might not. It'll be whatever. To do the 15-day ban, he may decide. I don't know.
It's gonna be.
Right? She said law that applies to him. I know
They don't apply.
because that man said he is seriously considering a third term,
Literally. And I'm like, who's gonna stop ya?
and that's
Whatever. Who's gonna do anything? No one. They're gonna show up with bingo signs in hand, talking about must steals. So, like, honestly, they was up there trying to sing "We Shall Overcome." But this is 2025. Either get a new song or fight, niggas. Fight.
They need to fight. They don't.
They be over there trying to be kumbaya. Pick up a bottle. Why are we not knuck if you buck? Okay?
They need to.
Because
They need to.
they be over here trying to be so kind. And so, you know what? Do it again. Be the third term. Who cares? Whatever. If you're going to let me stomp all over you, I'm going to get to stomping. I am going to get to stomping. And that's what they do. So, okay, stomp, Trump. Stumpity, stumpity, stomp. Whatever.
Yeah.
All the best to us. Whatever.
Well, we'll see what happens, because Canada said the close alliance with America is done.
Yes.
You're done, son. This is done. I'm like, I got to stop. I listen to CNN and like NPR every single day, and honestly, I need to stop because it stresses me the heck out. I try not to always bring it down here because I listen to it every morning. Okay, I listen to the daily. Am I up first and now I got into consider this. It'd be a lot happening all the time. But it does stress me out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It legitimately stresses me out because I'd be like, I don't know what the right decision is, and I'm the adult that needs to know what the right decision is, and I don't know what the right decision is, and so it'd be stressing me out.
Let me say this because this is the truth, and believe me, I'm aware. The Republicans control the House and the Senate.
They
That
do?
is 100% true. And so what happens, right, is that when Trump wants something passed, the Republicans are in control and able to.
But wait, you have to stop even with that, because this is the other interesting thing specifically about what Trump is doing that actually has nothing to do with the fact that the Republicans control Congress right now. What Trump is actually doing right now is trying to expand the power
Yes.
of the executive office. He's actually not even going through Congress and getting stuff passed.
Okay.
So it doesn't even matter.
Well,
but continue. That's what makes this all scary, by the way.
Well, and so
because he does have the backing of Congress, and he's not going through the proper steps to get their support, but the way things were actually set up to go.
But I just wanted to. I'm addressing her comment, right?
Okay.
That is the truth. Okay. In addition to that, and this is why I was saying what I'm saying, because in addition to that, the Supreme Court is stacked
Sure enough.
with his picks.
Sure enough.
Okay. And so when all else fails and things have to go to our highest court, they're all people picked by him. And so guess what they do? This is okay. Expand that power. He can do that. That's okay. And so when I say, right, this is not just today we started allowing people to stomp all over us or the Dems or whatever, right? This is long standing because he went unchecked virtually in the first round. And the smartest thing he could do was run, be president, take 4 years off and come back. That's actually the smartest thing he could, because usually when you do it back to back, you don't get no in between. The way he's doing it is actually smart.
Yeah.
And so we have this Supreme Court, which is expanding. You know, when they had that hearing about January 6th and essentially if he could be criminally prosecuted, right? Presidents have a civil protection. So if a president does something, you can't like civilly sue them. You can't take them to court and say, hey, president, while you were president, you did this thing and you can't do that. It had never been extended to criminal protection. What he did,
Sure did.
was take that to court, to the Supremes.
He sure
to
did.
the Supreme Court. And guess what they said? Protected criminally too.
All of it.
You are protected across the board.
Yep.
And what they said is, as long as you are acting under the covering of president, you are basically
Your shield.
untouchable. You can go unchecked. You can do what you want.
Yep.
And the liberals on the court were on that meeting, on that hearing, raising all types of concerns. Like, you guys don't see how this could be a problem. If he has a problem with somebody, he can go kill them and say it was under the protection of America and I did it for that, and he just gets to go unchecked. And they said, yep.
Well, yeah.
And so now that's what we're looking at.
Literally.
And
It's
now,
very
and so
scary.
that extension, that's just the first example. It is now being applied. He's essentially doing that for everything.
And that's why he is
Pushing it.
bypassing Congress so he can go straight to the Supreme Court.
Yes.
So he can ultimately expand the powers of the executive office, the president.
What is
And
another
that's
name for that?
A king, a dictator.
Hello? That's what we're dealing with.
And he wants to be, and we all know he's enamored with dictators.
Oh, absolutely.
He's enamored with dictators. And that's what he wants to be.
Yeah.
And that's why I was saying the importance of, yes, it's important to note that he has control, Republicans have control of Congress, but the fact that he's not even using
Using it.
that's what makes this scary.
And
That's what makes this scary.
he be talking about expanding the Supreme Court too. He be talking about putting more judges. Listen. And it just be like, well, meanwhile, when I think it was Obama, there was somebody who passed and they were like, he
It was under Obama.
cannot.
Yes, Mitch McConnell
He
was like, absolutely
cannot
not.
put the newest
Mitch McConnell
justice.
said,
He has to
over
wait.
my dead
No,
body and did
no,
not die.
No. And then he just didn't put the Supreme in.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. When I be like, listen,
The Republicans be having some
all
backbone.
the best. That's why, and we're all so exhausted.
Girl.
We are all so exhausted. So when I tell you, I be like, go with God.
Go with God, Crispy.
I hope God sees us down here and just protects us because, hey, what else are we going to do? Pay the
terrible.
extra $1.25 for the eggs. Here's
That's all- I didn't have a
here's my
choice.
coins. Here's my pennies. Thank you very much. Can I wash your feet for some water? Whatever.
It's exhausting.
Anyway,
You
we
wanna-
tried. It didn't work. So you can't beat them, join them. Who are we stomping on today?
I'm not joining nobody.
Well, listen, hey, if this is how millionaires are made, where are the cheap houses? What do we do? Tell me about gentrification. What do? We just go buy up the cheap land?
Apparently.
Okay, tell me where. What's the zip code? Let me join y'all.
Ugh.
Anyway, all right.
It's so...
I know I'm being funny, guys.
No, I know. I heard you. I heard you.
They're about to be all in the comments like, Mel, no. Well, stay broke then. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's my sickness. All right, let's go.
Do you want to what's the first AA? Let's just go and do it before we move on.
That's you.
Is it alloy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you what I'm tired of. Menopause symptoms, perimenopause symptoms, all the symptoms scare a child, okay? All of them. I'm sick and tired. That's why I'm tired actually right now. I didn't go to sleep last night. I have a really hard time sleeping. I finally got the inner ear itching. Yay me. So happy to be here. Oh my God. All of these things. And menopause is inevitable. It's miserable, but it is inevitable. But it's also treatable. And I just found out that half of women went 3+ years before seeking relief from menopause or perimenopausal symptoms. Why would we do that to ourselves? Half the time it's because we don't really know. We need more people to be talking about this. And this is partly why I use my platform to talk about some of the things that I go through, because a lot of the women that follow me are around my same age bracket. And we be going through this and not knowing what the heck is wrong with us. We just be thinking we're crazy, and we're not. It's all normal. Okay. So that's why I want to tell you about Alloy. Alloy can help you live your best life, your best, healthiest life through menopause and beyond, offering unlimited access to experts and safe science-backed treatments for your symptoms, skin, hair, and sexual wellness delivered to your door. Oh, we haven't talked about, can you see it? Mm-hmm. You see that right there?
The pimple?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yay me. Yay me. So what are you going to do? Like, skin is a mess. My hormones are all out of balance. I'm getting the not sleep. I get the night sweats. I don't get the hot flashes. That's one symptom. I do not have hot flashes, but the problem sleeping, the brain fog, all of that, child. Yeah, I got all that. Aloe can help you. I said that. Okay, hair, skin, and sexual wellness delivered straight to your door. Another reason why I'm also sorry, this is my whole perimenopause experience in the midst of this ad. I've decided I'm probably not going to get a relaxer because I'm afraid that as I enter into this new phase of life, the strength of my hair will already be compromised.
Oh, yeah.
And then to add a relaxer, which breaks down the bonds in addition, like additionally, freaks me out. And so I think for that reason, I won't be getting a relaxer because I'm actually just afraid that I won't have no more hair left at the end of all this. So anyway, yes, your hair can definitely be affected. So Aloe is fast, accessible, and their treatments actually work. What are you going to do? You're going to complete your intake. Aloe solutions are available by prescription, so you'll need to complete a short medical questionnaire and patient verification. Design your treatment plan with a physician. You'll work with a menopause-trained physician and finalize a personalized treatment plan tailored to your specific needs. So all the things that I just talked about, you or whatever your symptoms are, you would tell the menopause trained physician and they will customize a plan specific to your needs. And then you will get a 3-month supply. Once approved, Aloe ships your prescription directly to your door with automatic refills. I cannot recommend Aloe enough. Join the 95% of women who tried Aloe and saw relief in their first 2 weeks. Head to myalloy.com/GJ and tell them all about your symptoms, and you'll get a fully customized treatment plan, and you'll get $20 off your first order today. That's myalloy, myallow.com/GJ, and enter code GJ to get $20 off your first order. Very good. I may do a keratin. I'm just not going to do a relaxer. Yeah, I'm not going to do relaxer because, y'all know the point of a relaxer is to break down the bonds in your hair. And I will say when I went natural in whenever it was, 2018, 2019, whatever time it was before the pandemic, that my hair, I actually could feel the strength of my hair because I've been relaxed most of my life. Like I don't remember when my mom first permed my hair. So for me, it just feels like I've always had a relaxer. And so that was the first time as an adult that I could recall understanding what my hair texture was without a relaxer, and I literally could tell that my hair felt stronger. And so what concerns me as your hormones start changing and all these things start changing in your body, once you're adding that relaxer on top of that, especially if I decide to do like hormone replacement, I just feel like a lot going on. It just feel like a lot going on. And I would rather slow that down as much as possible. And so I think that would be the reason why I might officially be out of relaxers. Although I just started taking better care of myself with multivitamins, like being very committed to it. It really does make a difference. I thought they would like placebo.
Yeah.
No, sister girl be feeling
They
it.
be so big and dry though.
Oh my God.
All the vitamin pills are like massive and they're chalky.
They're very chalky.
Like all the other vitamins that you can take, they make a little strawberry, a little grape, a little something. And the regular ones for like for real get your body together, they be like chalk. Here's a rock that tastes like chalk. Drink it with water. And you're just like
yeah, it's a lot. And they're huge. And I have to take vitamin D, a B vitamin. I take a multivitamin.
I'm out.
And then I have one that I take for my skin.
Yeah, I'm out.
And
Who wants to do that?
Yeah, it's not fun. I just gotta I think that's why I feel like my skin looks amazing today. And I apologize, but I do. And I think it's the IV I just had.
Oh.
You know, it always kicks in 3-4 days later.
Yes.
I think that's my third, fourth day.
First of all, KV talking about that's why you keep getting sick, Mel. First of all,
because you ain't taking your vitamins.
Mind your business.
Because you ain't taking your vitamins.
Don't you tell me. Because I don't want to take rocks and chalk.
Yeah. Ritual. Courtney actually takes the Ritual vitamins.
Ooh, see, and she don't like it either. Chalk.
Well, don't say that, child. They might come back.
Amen. We love it.
They might come back. I actually, if they do circle back, I will take them. I will because I actually do feel better when I'm taking those vitamins. I legitimately feel like I have more energy. I start back working out last week. The trainer that I used she wasn't available. So anyway, I start back tomorrow. One of the things that I noticed that working out does allow me, listen, I'm like a little baby. You hear me? It wear me out so good.
You go to sleep.
And I be sleep.
Me too. It be knocking you out.
It's hard to have insomnia when you are literally tired.
Yeah, I agree.
So that I actually, like last week, I did not sleep. Last night, I did not sleep. So I'm actually looking forward to working out tomorrow. So, because I know that sleep gonna come. It's coming for me. Yeah. And I'm excited about it. Oh my God, I'm so excited about it. I woke up at 3:00 this morning and was just up.
Your niece need to sleep at your house. Because that's Micaiah's schedule.
Kai?
She don't go to sleep till 1 and then wakes up at 3. And you be like, bruh. I've been terrified. This is all me, okay? She's been potty trained. And I still just be terrified that she's going to pee in the bed at night. So I still make her sleep in a pull-up. But I ran out of pull-ups. And I just haven't been feeling like going to the store. So she slept in her, I call them big girls. She slept in her big girls last night. And she didn't potty. And so now I'm debating about going to buy the pull-ups or like just continuing on this journey because a pee-pee bed is so disgusting.
Oh my God.
It's
Throw
just
the mattress away.
Disgusting. And I don't want to risk that. I'd rather you have a pull-up till you're 5. If that means I don't have to worry about
But does she normally pee in the pull-up?
No, actually, she does really well. She doesn't really pee in the pull-up. And let me tell you about this girl. She thinks she has to have a sip of water before she goes to bed every night.
Why?
And she still doesn't potty, but you'll send her to bed, and it's like she remembers, like, Mommy, I need water. So, listen, she'll go get a fresh, not opened bottle of water and be like this. And then she goes to bed. The sip be like, not real. And it's every single night. I kid you not, every single night. And Greg Beach, sometimes he be like, no water, go to bed. And she won't go to sleep. Like, I need water.
It's part of her ritual.
She will come have her little sip of nothing and go back to bed. But she don't potty in the bed. In her pull-up. So I might not. If I have to buy her new mattress, I'm going to throw that whole bed away.
Someone is suggesting a mattress protector or a mattress pad. I actually agree.
We had one. I should get. Oh, they got disposable ones though, Let me tell Greg. He'll do it.
Yeah, but you can get one off the places that you be buying stuff from now because I don't know where we can shop anymore. I'm not even going to lie to you.
know.
Target's out, Amazon's out,
I know.
Walmart's out. Where are y'all going?
TikTok shop. I bet you there's a mattress protector on TikTok shop right now.
There probably is, and you know you said it. This is what I hate
It's
about
about to
TikTok.
serve me right now.
And you know what it's gonna say?
TikTok.
This is the TikTok ad that you get every time. Sorry for all y'all who bought the mattress protector yesterday when it was $30 because today it's only $5. Yes. That urgency to buy right now.
It's listening.
Oh my God, it's only $5. It's only $5. Let me buy it right now. Good thing I didn't buy it yesterday. Oh, hate it. I don't know where you guys are going. Oh, they said Costco. No. Oh, no. They stood their ground. Costco did stand their DEI ground. I'm going to tell you.
You got to have a membership to Costco.
If you do it on that good old Instacart, you don't.
Yeah, but I
don't know who want to lug around a mattress pad, but I'm just saying.
No, I
be buying on that. I be buying Costco on that good old Instacart, and I don't have Nan subscription
membership?
service. No, I sure don't.
I've heard that to be the case.
Yeah, you don't need it. Oh, well, we were just saying something about something I forgot. It don't matter. Oh, and they said Macy has them.
Macy's. The department store?
I know, because who's going? That sounds like that's going to be a bunch of money.
I was about to say that sound like $80.
Yeah, that sounds like that's going to be expense.
Versus
that's going to be very
if we
expense.
could shop on Amazon, I could get a 3-pack for probably $30. That's how it's sounding.
I hate I hate America.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. We have to do so many things to prove a point, and I'm tired.
Amen.
I can't. Why can't I just live and exist and just be here?
Because everybody don't want you to.
All these people. Why you gotta hate me? What am I doing?
All
I'm
the
just alive.
corporations are mad.
I'm just existing in the world in black skin, and you want to hate me?
Macy's is closing down.
Macy's.
All the department stores they can't exist. It's so crazy. All of them will be shutting down, child. What a time. Where are the kids going to go on Fridays? Where do they go now? No, you remember you used to go hang out at the mall? Where do they go now? Where do your kids go?
They still go to the mall.
Oh.
My kids, I dropped Isaiah and Joe off. Well, not Isaiah, but I dropped Joe off at the mall like Saturday.
To go hang out with his friends?
Sure enough.
Where are they going to go if there's no stores?
I don't know what they be doing, but Joe be coming back home with bags and everything.
Oh, he be shopping.
Yeah, Joe have a good time. Low key though, I be like going to shop because if I buy y'all something and y'all just put it in your closet and y'all don't wear it, it's gonna hurt my feelings. So buy what you want.
That's McKinley.
Buy what you want and don't play me and my feelings.
That's the worst. Oh, they're only closing 60 stores. Okay.
So nobody's shopping at Macy's anymore?
Macy's is shutting a grip of stores. Kohl's too. Kids go to the good malls. The smaller suburban ones are ghost towns. Huh. Well,
I think it's convenience right now. Everyone's shopping online. Everyone's doing online shopping.
Yeah, but sometimes that's true. But sometimes you need stuff today. You know, what about the people who need stuff today? Where are we going?
Apparently to Costco.
Well, Costco has everything though.
Costco does have everything.
Since I've been in the Costco, but
Costco's a good answer. Someone suggested Walgreens, and my problem with Walgreens is it don't got everything. Like Walgreens, CVS, those stores are good for like low key cosmetics. If you need like a good drugstore brand situation,
cosmetics,
that's where you need to be. Okay, that's it. But like, you're not getting clothes out of there.
No,
at all. You're not gonna this mattress pad situation. No, you can buy medicine in there. Somebody's sick, some diapers.
But it's expensive.
And it's expensive.
That convenience.
But their milk is gonna be this big.
Yes.
Like it's never a real 2-gallon thing of milk.
And sometimes if you buy something that you plan to eat from there, whatever that looks like, it could be candy even. It'd be always a little bit harder than other places. I'd be like, how long?
Because it'd be sitting there long. I do check the expiration dates when I be going to stores like that. I do check the expiration date.
You get a little gummy worm and it'd be chewy.
Yeah.
Why is this so?
Or when you get the
hard?
chocolate and you open it and it look ashy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
How long this been in here?
I don't want to know.
Anytime you go
I
to
don't want it.
Walgreens, CVS,
It be ashy,
all those
chewy,
stores,
and the M&Ms taste like perfume.
they do.
They taste like
When
the smell of
yes,
perfume.
Yes,
I don't know why that happens, but they do.
they do. It don't be the same as like going to other places
Because when you go to that
that
Ralph's,
have higher traffic.
the
Because
grocery store
stuff
be
are
having the stuff
being-
turned
it's-
over quick.
It's being
It's
a
been
turnover
turned over
happening.
quick. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I agree.
All right, we moving
Wait,
on.
she low said, "Why this gum shatter when I chew it?" That's exactly.
I hate when that happens.
yes,
and
you
it just
get
breaks
the
up.
gum,
Oh,
and you
I
like
hate
this
it.
ain't coming together the way
Oh,
it's supposed to. Like
It don't gel together.
Yeah, it
Oh.
become gum. It just be pieces in your
Pieces.
mouth.
Oh
And
my
you're
God, I
like,
hate
well,
that.
that's how you know
hate
it's been
that.
in there for about 3
Forever.
weeks too long.
Forever.
Cause
Or
ain't no.
have you had Bubblicious as an adult?
Oh my gosh, no, that sounds terrible.
Melanie,
That
you
sounds like
need
a
to.
terrible idea.
Oh my God, you need to. Why did we ever, as children, think of this gum as good?
It sounds
Number
like a
one, there's
cavity.
3. There's not even enough sugar. There are 3 chews of flavor,
Then it's go.
and then the flavor's gone. And it is so big that it's hard to chew.
in your mouth.
Your jaw starts hurting, and you're like, why did I like this? Why was I going out of my way
to get this.
to get this? It's literally disgusting.
I'm out.
Not good. What is your old people's candy that you like?
Is cream savers and old people's candy? Because I like cream savers.
They only are out during Easter. When do you get them during the year?
They be out.
Really?
Yeah.
I literally never see cream savers in the store.
I like cream savers.
The strawberry ones? You're
Yeah,
talking about the ones with the red and white, red and white.
Swirl.
Do you get the orange or the red ones?
The swirl, the pink.
It's pink. It is pink.
Yes.
That is
Don't
so
nobody
funny.
want no
It's very
orange?
like Churchy's candy.
It is.
It's very churchy
Oh,
candy.
and the butterscotch things, the Welchers
Oh,
or Welches
they're
or whatever.
so good.
Those are good. Werthers.
Werthers. the
Y'all know
Werthers.
what we talking
Yeah,
about.
it's Werthers.
Those are good.
So good. So good. So good. I agree.
What are you?
So
Are you
good.
answering yours and then?
I don't know. I feel like Werther's was a good answer. Your strawberries and cream savers is good, but I love a good score bar
Ooh.
that I put in the refrigerator or the freezer.
Oh yeah, yeah. That sounds like it's gonna break my teeth.
Oh, it definitely is going. But girl, when it's a little cold,
Yeah, it is
oh, so good. Oh, so good. I just love a good score bar. I also love a Chico stick.
Oh my gosh, when's the last time you had that?
They don't have them as often as I feel like they did when I was younger.
Yeah.
But anytime I go into like the grocery store and they have it, I get it every single time. The only thing is I used to be able to eat them more. Now I can only have one. Like I used to always buy 2 and then like scarf them down. After the one, something about it.
Everybody relax.
Yeah, I mean, definitely everybody relax. I can't. It's a no for me. I can't. Them Boston baked beans are really good, but let me tell you something. They'll also break your tooth.
That's what I sound like. It's gonna break. You gonna need
That's go. Raisinets are good.
Ew, I'm not here for it.
No.
Lemonhead is a silly project. That's
so
a
hard.
silly
Why
experience.
were all of our candy so hard?
That's it. That is, and then your whole face is tore up. The whole point is like a prank. It's like a prank candy.
It's the warheads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like somebody was like, it would be funny, and then we all are like, yes, let's eat it. Oh, look at your face. Oh.
Did it get you right here? Did it get you right here?
That's the point of it. It's to just mess your face up and laugh and then go buy another bag. Like, what? What are we doing? This is silly. Put them out of business.
Oh my God. Warheads are good. That's not an old people's candy though, but
Airheads used to be good too. Now and later are popping.
did you take the airhead and do this?
Of course. It's the
Why did
only
we
way.
do that?
We saw somebody do it once.
Why
and
did
we
we
did it.
do that? I wonder sometimes about some of the things we did. Do you remember when you used to make people pass out?
No.
Your friends never did that?
Oh my gosh, did I not? No. I mean, I heard people doing that.
Oh, my friends used to do this in Hawaii all the time.
Yeah, it seems like a stupid idea because what if they died?
Literally.
That's-
But they would do it. It's so scary. Why would we do these things? When I really think about it, the 90s were a wild time.
A wild time. We were doing whatever we wanted.
What the 90s were.
Because our parents were gone. They were like, hey, don't answer the door. I'm going to be gone for
We
the
were
next
all
8
latchkey
hours.
kids. So we was just out
have
home
to go
doing
make
stuff.
money, so
So don't die.
don't die.
Okay,
Try your best
so I
not
won't
to
die. I'm gonna make my friend pass out instead. I'm gonna eat this hard candy and make my tooth fall
We didn't
out.
even have YouTube. Imagine if we had YouTube, we would have been out there just doing shit.
Right, because all of this was off the dome. You mean to tell me if you hold your breath?
Oh man, we would have been killing people just on accident all the time. Sorry, Mom. While you were at work today.
This is what happened. And then last thing I'm gonna say, what you best say, Mel?
I need to do this ad, and then I was going to talk about what actually happened. Here's my my
Go.
long story short. No, we have to do this. We're
Well,
late
go
on
and do
the
it
ad.
then.
Oh.
Live your life.
The Great Rewards Hunt is on, so join the adventure with DraftKings Casino for fun seekers. Follow the trail to huge jackpots, weekly bonuses, and exclusive games. Plus, new players can get their losses back up to $1,000 in casino credits on their first day. Just sign up with the code GJ and start playing to get up to $1,000 in casino credits back with a minimum $5 net loss only on DraftKings Casino. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus, physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Lost back for 24 hours up to 1,000 in non-withdrawable casino credits that expired in 168 hours. Terms at casino.com, DraftKings.com/promos. You heard it. Play responsibly.
Play responsibly.
But also win some money. We have a whole little thing going in my Patreon, okay?
I love that.
Ashley, okay, we have a whole chat dedicated to it. We are winning money over there. So play responsibly and win some money. Here's the thing that I just remembered happened. I told a story a long time ago that we have a rental property in Atlanta.
Oh, are you gonna tell them?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a rental property in Atlanta, and we used to have it Airbnb'd, and somebody passed out, but not because he was doing that experiment, because he got knocked out, because a girl was having a party at our house, and then there was a fight broke out. He got punched and he hit the ground, right? So it's that same house. So we were like, no more Airbnb. So now we have a renter in there, okay? And we have a property manager, thank God for her, a girl I went to Spelman with, who, side note, Spelman pageantry on TikTok is a whole vibe right now. If
I've
you're
been
not
waiting
tapped
for it to
in,
come up.
You got to tap in. I'll come back to that. Anyway, I was at Soulja Boy's trial. Because what is my life? On Tuesday. And the property manager texts me and Greg on our little chat. We have a major problem with the house. First of all, that alone is enough to
Alarming.
make you think, what the hell has happened?
Very alarming.
Okay, so she's like, major problem. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I can't even concentrate. I'm in the trial. What's happening? And so she just sends a picture of the front of our house, caved in. I don't really know the proper way to express this. It's like if something is supposed to be straight, right? Like across, and all of a sudden the middle is caved in. Curved. And then the inside of the house, you see, because it's brick, so the bricks are all curved now.
Yeah.
And then on the inside of the house,
Mel's house is
the
built
wall.
like this. This is how it looks now.
Yes, right? And so it's like, so I say, did it just cave in? And Greg says, they hit it. Because that's the difference between the two of us, okay? And so she's like, the tenant just told me that the house caved in. She went to the grocery store, and when she came back, the front of it was caved. Apparently the police were called, and the police said that it was a foundation failure. And so they're saying the foundation on the house failed, and it caused the house to cave. Greg is like, hey, they hit the house. And so then the woman, the tenant, had sent pictures to our property manager. So those are the pictures she sends us. Greg zooms in on the picture from the tenant, and there's tire marks on the sidewalk in front of the house, okay, where a car doesn't go, okay? Right next to the house is a driveway. That's where cars go. But right in front of where this cave-in
Where
is,
this is.
there's some tire marks. So Greg's like, those are tire marks. She hit the house. And so whatever. We're now like freaking out. And I'm like, if it was the foundation, they need to get out, because if the floor is going to fall in, I'm like, is everybody okay? She's like, there's no injuries. Okay, but if it's going to fall in, they need to get out, because I don't have enough money to pay your medical bills because you stayed in a house that was caving. Greg is like, hey guys, we have a basement. The picture that we are seeing is the second level of the house. Is the basement okay? And the tenant is like, basement's fine. Greg's like, this doesn't make sense because a foundation is under the basement. So if it was a foundation, the basement would have been affected before the second level.
Because that's the foundation.
Because that's the foundation. So he is poking holes all up and through the story. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? And so he's like, are you there? I shouldn't say her name. Sorry. Our property manager is like, no, I'm not there. So we have Greg has a contractor, right, who has been doing stuff on our house, has him go out there. And I don't know if in another life this contractor was
Inspector
Gadget or an undercover officer
FBI
or a
agent.
detective. But this man went out there and was just, he had a measuring tape with him. And so he takes a picture of the measuring tape in front of the caved-in house from the ground to where the indentation is. And then I guess the tenant's car was in the driveway. So he's like, the car has some, literally, he's like, the car has some markings like it was hit. So he takes a picture of the woman's car in her driveway while she's there. He then took the measuring tape and took a picture of it to basically show that where the indentation from the house is, where the cave-in is the exact markings. It's about like 27, 28 inches off of the ground. That's where the markings on her vehicle are. And it's clear markings, okay? Like your car got into something. So he's like, look, guys, hey. And then the tire marks that were in the picture are gone. They've been cleaned. So he sends us a picture of the front of the house, and there's these
tell the picture thing too.
Okay. There's these very clear places. It's like, imagine a dirty sidewalk, but then there's like, this spot's been cleaned. Like the rest of it is dirty, and this spot is freshly cleaned. That's basically where the tire marks were. That's what happened. So he's like, you guys, this house was hit with the car. There's no foundation issues. And we had some people, Vanguard, come out a couple years ago because it is an older house. So Greg was like, I want to make sure everything is fine. So they were like, your foundation is fine, but we can put some like a secure thing, basically just to like reinforce it. But they were, honestly, it was no problem with the house. So we're like, we just got that done. So even if it did fail, it would be on these people because they was just out here and they put the secure thing. Okay. So anyway, I'm calling my daddy and Liz and everybody like, oh my God, this house, what are we going to do? So the pictures that the property manager had sent, I had downloaded because I was trying to share with my family. Like, look what happened. So I'm in the text message to go send the pictures. I think I was sending them to daddy. I'm in the picture on the phone trying to find the pictures, and they were not the most recent pictures in my Apple photo album.
Because you know that photo app gonna
Because
tell all your business.
The way Apple does things is when you save a picture, when you download it, it saves on the day. It puts it in your album when it was actually taken, not when you saved it.
Correct.
Okay?
Not when you hit that little arrow.
No.
When you said click.
Yes. So it's Tuesday, and the property manager is like, she just got back from the grocery store and said that this happened. So I'm in my phone scrolling, and when I pop open the picture, it says the picture was taken on Monday at 4:22 in the afternoon. I said, well, girl, she didn't just discover this today because today is Tuesday, and the metadata on this picture.
Correct. The data about the data.
Don't make me go get a Cellbrite phone expert. This is saying Monday at 4:22. So I'm like, the math ain't math, and her story ain't making sense. So then the contractor who's at the house, he done found himself downstairs with the tenant's son. And now he telling Greg, I was talking to the tenant's son, and he said the incident happened Sunday. He said 2:00 in the morning. So all of a sudden we're like, okay, so somebody was drunk.
Absolutely.
2:00 in the morning, they heard a noise. And he runs upstairs and sees the house caved in. And they called the police. Exactly. 2:00 in the morning, the house, what? You called the police. And the police, he tells the contractor that the police was like, the house got hit. And they're like, we think it's a foundation issue. And then mind you, 2:00 in the night. So the officer can't see. He can't see this tire marks. He can't see nothing else going on. So he apparently makes a police report saying he believes it's a foundation failure. Uninformed. You don't know. And it's 2:00. Boy, shut up. So anyway, it happened Sunday. The picture was taken Monday. We are notified Tuesday. Very annoying, to say the least. And so I'm like, well, what do we do now? Because, she has to get out. And who's going to pay for this?
And who's going to pay for it?
I'm like, I'm telling the property manager, honestly, I get being scared. Because I get it, don't nobody want to have to pay for nobody's house and all of that. If she was honest, I could have a conversation. We could work this out. I can figure it out. But if you going to keep up your lie, you going to have to get out. So, that's the other thing. The property manager is like, do you have a camera or anything? And she's like, no. And so when the property manager tells me, I distinctly remember when she moved in, the property manager kept saying, you have a Ring camera, because we had Airbnb. Can she have access? Can she have your Ring camera? Or it needs to come down because she wants to put one up. We had ours taken down so that she can put one up. The contractor, he was out there a couple weeks ago because he cleaned the gutters. He took a picture of the house, which he always does anytime he does work. There's a camera right in I was about to say, motherfucker. There's a camera at the door. And all of a sudden you don't have a camera, but I literally have a picture from 2 weeks ago where you had a Ring camera on your door. But all of a sudden you don't have one. And then when he was there 2 weeks ago, this is why the contractor need a tip. He was there 2 weeks ago and he was like, y'all know they got a pit bull? No! He didn't send us pictures of the damn pit bull in the back. Just having a pit bull at the house. Mind you, not allowed in the lease. And the property manager was like, just so you know, if something happens, if your insurance finds out, there are certain dogs that will basically void out your insurance.
Wow.
They will be like, sorry, no, you have a dog that is known to be destructive. Good luck.
Wow.
So she was like, I always tell our landlords anyway, you should say you can have an animal, but it cannot be the ones that my insurance will not cover because that's going to be a problem for me. Yeah. So she was like, this is a problem just off of that. In addition, it's a lease violation because they can't have a dog. So I'm just pissed off. I'm just pissed. So anyway, the contractor, right, he goes around to all the neighbors asking if any of them have some cameras. Anybody got Ring camera? Know what happened? One of them thought he did, but the problem is we couldn't figure out when it actually happened. And so at the first time frame we gave him was Tuesday because that's what we thought. And then this picture says Monday, and now it's seeming like Sunday. So we couldn't really figure it out.
That weekend, Saturday, Sunday for sure.
So then I'm like, did it really happen Saturday? And then was it the son? And he didn't tell his mama, and so she don't even really know. Yeah. So trying to figure out when it actually happened to get Ring cameras. You got a limited time to be able to access stuff before it's gone. Yeah. And if it didn't cut on, you're looking for that motion detected. It's difficult. So anyway, I don't know what's going to happen. The people actually are supposed to be coming sometime this week. There was already an inspection set up, but they've rushed that. So I need to see who's going to pay for this. And also, I want the woman out. Oh, so then today, because Greg, even though he knew it, he was like, that was hit by a car. We called the Vanguard people anyway. He was like, I want to have somebody go out there and confirm the foundation is fine. So the guy goes out there early this morning, and calls Greg like, somebody hit your house. Unprompted. And Greg's like, yeah, we were just trying to make sure. Actually, that's why we had you. He was like, your foundation is fine. Someone hit your house. You can look someone hit your house.
Yeah.
So Greg was like, do you mind putting that in writing? He's like, I'm working on the report right now. So anyway, and again, that matters for them, because if it wasn't hit and it was you're going to have to pay for that. So anyway, he's writing up this report to double confirm what we already know, that the damn woman hit the house.
A woman hit that house.
And now I got to kick her out and find a whole new tenant.
That sucks.
And I'm I want to sell this house now. I love having the investments in a great area. I want to get rid of it so bad. The property manager is like, don't get rid of it. I'm like, F you.
Because adulting sucks.
I don't want to deal with this BS. This house is just all the problems with the house. Anyway, that was my long story short, actually. I forgot all about that shit.
That was a good one, though. That was a good one.
All right, you can play the first. That's taking us an hour.
I was about to say we may only get one.
Do one, and then I just need to mention these what's the names, and then we can go.
Hey, Mel. Hey, Melissa. I'm not going to say my name because I live in a small town. And if one person from the town listens to the podcast and figure out who I am, everybody in the town will know and figure out who I am. So let me just tell you the story. I want to pop the trunk on my heart. That's right. My heart that's beating in my chest. I want a new one. Somebody put me on a transplant list because my heart sucks. It is so bad when you love, you know what? The worst thing in the world is to love a man that say they love you, but don't show that they love you, and it ain't nothing that you can do about it. You say you love me out your mouth, but yet you play in my face. For over 20 years, since I was a teenager, I have been loving this man, and we have been together. We have a and in my face. You say you love me, but you act like
I was way too invested.
You don't. You act like you don't. So, and I want to stop loving him. I really do. But my heart won't let me. My brain say, girl, you know better. But my heart is like, yep, but he's a king. We still love him. Somebody put me on the transplant. How I get a new heart? Somebody tell me. How do I fix this? How do I stop? I need help. Pop the trunk on his ass.
Yeah, Blue Court said a queen question mark. I had the same reaction too. I had the same reaction because a king only treats queens like queens. Child.
Hello?
And you sound like a queen that ain't being treated by her like one. So ain't no way in the world. If you a queen, ain't no way in the world he the king.
Get rid of him. Let me tell you what. I had a man that I thought I was dealing with at one point in my life. And I thought, oh, I love him so much, all the things, right? And one day it clicked. I felt like we don't like Robert Kelly, let me be very clear. But there is a song, follow me, don't stone me yet, just follow me, called When a Woman's Fed Up. Mm-hmm. And the rest of that lyric goes, there ain't nothing you can do about it. La da 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 da. So in that moment, it was like a click snapped for me, and I was like, well, this is stupid. Why in the hell would I deal with this? And I felt like when I was going through it, I would never be able to get beyond it. But when the moment, and it wasn't even, you go through, especially like those volatile and toxic relationships, you go through a lot of like passion of screaming, and then you love the person and you hate the person and you're cursing them out and he's doing you wrong. And the moment for me was something so small. Like, I don't even remember. It was like, this is dumb. Like, the idea that I'm tolerating this is just stupid. Like, it was something not even in comparison to the big blow-ups. And I was just over it. And so what I pray for you, ma'am.
Come on.
Is that you have a woman's fed up moment.
Come on.
I hope that it's not even anything that's going to stress you out too much. I hope he leaves a plate on the ground.
Come on.
And you say, this is dumb. And then you're over it. That's what I hope for you.
And make it be that small, God.
Something so small.
I mean, make it be so small that you recognize it's not worth the blow up. It's not worth the cussing out. It's not worth the slashing of the tires.
Yes.
It's for you.
Yes.
It is a literal and actual moment of clarity that is for you and for you only.
100%.
He can't talk to you about it.
Yes.
He can't gaslight you into something different. It is so minor that you recognize your value.
100%.
And you say, you know what? This is so stupid
Yep.
that I'm sitting here and I don't have to.
Yes.
You pack your books, your bags, your belongings. You grab your favorite bonnet.
Amen.
You exit to never return.
Amen. And that's how you know when not only when they can't even say something to pull you back in, but you're not even looking for it.
Come on.
Because usually, right, I want the argument and I want to hear your response and your excuse.
To give you a chance to convince me.
Yes.
Otherwise.
But when you really fed up, I don't even want you to say anything because there's nothing to be said. They're all that whole like, oh, I need closure. When you are at that point,
you don't need it.
There is no closure.
Your clarity and peace of mind is your closure.
Is closing the door. Amen. Have a good life.
Hallelujah.
I'm trying to tell you that moment. I remember it distinctly because I was like, well, we should go to the club tonight. That's what we should do. I don't think that man ever crossed my mind again. Let's have a great life. So that's what I hope and pray for you.
Because the club is full of ballers and their pockets are full grown.
Hello? You better say it. That was a good one right there. Listen, that's what I hope and pray for you, ma'am. Let that man go.
Closure is overrated anyway, to be honest.
Overrated.
It's a string on a shirt that we've convinced we need, and you can take some scissors and cut it.
You don't need that.
Because you don't need it. It's not real. You don't need it.
If you're still in the space of needing closure, you're not done yet.
Yeah, let that go.
Sometimes you have to go through a journey. You
Yeah,
know?
you do.
Sometimes
You do.
you have that back and forth. You got to make sure you do all the stuff. But when you don't even want the discussion, when you don't care, you really, that's when you really done.
You're done.
And what a moment in time to have.
And I pray not only for your heart, Mama, I pray for your mind
Amen.
as well, that you can change and see yourself differently. And that's honestly what you need. You don't necessarily have to look at him differently. You have to see yourself differently. You have to see the value, look in the mirror and realize that you are accepting less than you deserve.
100%.
We were talking yesterday about someone, we said sometimes you can have high self-esteem and low standards.
Ooh. Say more, because it was so good.
Come on, because you can look in yourself and see yourself as a beautiful woman. See yourself as a woman that has something of value to offer a man and something to bring to the table. But your standards don't match that. Mm-hmm. And so what I pray for you, Mama, is that your standards reach the level that you are worth.
Amen.
And what you pour into a relationship, you get back. Because ain't no way in the world you call this man a king, which... Listen, we don't know him. We just on your side.
Thing to say.
Okay? Don't listen to us and be mad at us because we talking about your man. We on your side. Yes, we are. Okay, and that's what your friends do, and that's what your sisters do.
You better not be the problem.
Because
here we all over here protecting and trying to get with you. And if you're the problem, all this, play the tape for him. Play this part of the podcast for him if you are the problem. But if you're not, because I believe that you are not.
Because I don't either. I believe it's him. And so what we finna do, we don't know him. We don't know him from Adam, okay? So we talking about him based on how we feel about you. Do we know you know? But what we do know is you're worth something.
Something. Amen?
Amen and hallelujah.
Get rid of that man, girl.
Get rid of him.
You don't need that drama. Life is too short and also too long. You don't
need
that.
Because it is both and.
Hello. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. So at the beginning of this podcast, we're talking about how everything's expensive, including eggs for $1.25 if you just want one. And so it can feel like a big investment, right? Eggs. But if that's what you want to eat, you're just going to have to pay it. And therapy can also feel like a big investment. But the state of your mind is just as important as your physical health, okay? And so you have to put the money in. You have to invest in yourself so that you show up better. And that is why therapy is a good investment. So let's talk numbers. Traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere from $100 to $250 per session, which adds up fast. But with BetterHelp Online Therapy, you can save on average up to 50% per session. We are all looking for ways to save money. And those kind of numbers, 50%, that's cut in half, honey. Okay? That is a way to still be investing in you, but doing it at a rate that you can afford. With BetterHelp, you pay a flat fee for weekly sessions, saving you big on cost and on time. Therapy should feel accessible, not like a luxury. With online therapy, you get quality care at a price that makes sense and can help you with anything from anxiety to everyday stress. Your mental health is worth it, and now it's within reach. Amen to that, because I do think therapy for a long time, the way that many people thought about therapy is that it's a thing either regular people don't do, right? Like it's kind of shunned upon. like you're not okay, and the reality is most of us are not, or it's seen as like a luxury that people with a lot of money have, right? And so it wasn't just for like regular people. We just have to kind of struggle through our lives and figure it out. But that's not the case. Therapy is very accessible, and BetterHelp makes it accessible to you, being that you can do it at the house. You can be flexible with your time when it happens, and the price is cheaper than it would be going to an in-person session. So it's all these ways to make it beneficial for you, accessible to you, and you still get the same, you can still get the same results. And at least that's been my experience, being able to talk things out, but do it in a way that's reasonable. Because the other thing is I have kids and I have a husband and I got to make dinner. I got to make videos. I got to read lawsuits. I got to do a whole bunch of stuff. And so I need something. I'm always looking for things that are flexible. I need people to be flexible with my time and my schedule. And that is one of the major benefits for me of BetterHelp. It just feels like there's a lot of flexibility, especially because I can do it if I'm at the house, if I'm in the car and know I'm going to have an hour, if I need to do it in between a nap time or something like that. Like those are the kind of things that are beneficial for me and what I've experienced using BetterHelp. So with that said, with over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. It's convenient too. You can join a session with the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life, plus switch therapists at any time. Your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/GJ to get 10% off of your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GJ.
GJ. I had a coaching session last week, and we were talking about my content. Of course, this is always top of mind for me. And so she was saying, like, why don't you just commit to a day that you shoot content? And I was like, oh, like, my life is a little bit too dynamic for that. And if something comes up for Kev, like, I need to make sure, like, I'm always going to prioritize the things that Kev is doing over my stuff, like, for obvious reasons. And she was like, yeah, I hear that. Were you ever a housewife? And I was like, no. Like, I've always worked. And she was like, sometimes you move like a housewife. And I was like,
interesting.
I'm so gagged right now that I don't know, like, how to react to this. And so I went to tell Kev after the session, like, to be like, I can't believe she said this to me. He was like, low key, I agree. And I was like,
that's hilarious.
I don't know what to do right now. Like, I don't know how to take this. And so I have decided to commit to the business of Melissa. And that means putting a day on my calendar that I'm not flexible about, that is not so easily moved, that allows me to prioritize the things that I'm, bless you, things that I'm doing and the things that are important to me.
I love it. That's good.
Because I wasn't prioritizing them. And I wasn't prioritizing them because, well, I mean, obviously I feel like I have valid reasons. But that doesn't mean that I still can't invest into the business of Melissa. And so anyway, we'll see how it goes. Last week I did it and it was very good. Tomorrow is my day that I'm committing. And so we'll do that. Next week's going to be very interesting because it already has a conflict. And so we talked about it and she was like, okay, so it doesn't have to fall off the calendar. You just have to reschedule it. And I was like, what a brilliant idea. Right. I could just reschedule. Hello. So that's what I am trying to do and work on. I don't know why I say that. Maybe that helps someone else. But I think, it's really easy, especially, well, at least in my household, I was always the breadwinner until Kevin became the breadwinner, and then I will never catch up. Just never. And so I allow, because I recognize that, and I recognize all of this is off the back of Kev on Stage. All of this is off the back of Kevin Fredericks, and I honor that. And so I'm like, I don't want to get into the way of that. You know what I mean? And so I'm always like, no, if we have a meeting, I don't have to shoot. We'll do this. Oh, this came up. Don't worry about it. I can do this. I can be present for this. And she's like, yeah, no. I was like, oh, okay. Right. Got it. All right. I understand.
Well, and at the early stages, especially, right? Like when you are on a growth trajectory, when you are actively growing, especially in a marriage, the whole goal ideally is that everybody can pivot so that the success of the team can be met. And so if one person is on a growth is growing actively and that is benefiting the household, you play the part of, oh, hey, okay, we got to readjust. Let me support, right? I'm in the support role. What's happened, though, is he has attained much success. The two of you have gotten to a point. And so now you are also growing.
Yeah.
And so, okay, now you have to pivot to say, I am always going to be supportive because absolutely that's my role. But I also am growing myself. And so what that support looks like is just going to change. It's not every single day because now I need this to be my day.
Right.
So that my growth can go too. So that's just the pivoting.
Yeah.
That is happening but I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. Because it's what is really interesting is that you always still have the dynamics of a relationship,
100%.
right?
Yeah.
So there are the what I just said, which can be very black and white, and then there's the nuance of a relationship.
100%.
That where I'm trying to make sure that I say this in a way that it's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it like this. Kevin loves to have me in a room with him.
Mm.
Kevin loves to have me on a phone call with him. Kevin loves to have me on set with him. As much as Kevin Fredericks would say, I want you to do your own thing, if he could split me in two so that I would be at every tour stop.
Yeah.
So that I would be in every meeting, so that I would be on set every single day, he would.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I mean when I say the nuance of a relationship is also balancing what is important to me.
Yeah.
How it is important for me to, I don't care if I'm only offering $10,000 a year to this household. It is important to me that I have something that I am financially contributing to this household. That's why if you listen to the Love Hour years and years and years ago, you'll probably remember this conversation, why it was so important for me to pay for my vow renewal.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Melissa saved every brand deal she ever did for about 2 years.
And did it.
And all the money, my account went not down to zero, but I mean, it was basically it was zero. Okay. But I knew what I was saving for.
Yeah.
I knew that was the goal. And it was important to me that I put on what I wanted.
Yeah.
And just because of the way that I operate, this vow renewal was completely unnecessary. I know this. Okay. Important to me in my heart. But the reality of it is completely unnecessary.
Sure.
So I don't want to take from my household to put on this unnecessary event. So I know this is what I want to do 2 years down the road. So I will save to ensure that my kids aren't impacted. My family isn't impacted. Everything can run how it's supposed to. And I can do my own little event because I'm putting all my money over here. Okay. All of that said, this is how I operate. This is what's important to me. Also, this is daddy. Doing.
Yes.
That's my daddy's doing as well. Okay. He had girls, but listen to me. He was raised by a single mama. And so his values that he put into us were from that of a single mama.
Yes.
Okay. And so these things are important to me. It is important to me that I contribute to my household. I don't care how little it is. It is important to me that I have some form of income and I contribute to my household. And so it is also important to me as a wife that I show up in the capacity that my husband sees as support.
100%.
And so that becomes the oh, well, Melissa, you're only making $3, so it doesn't matter
Yeah.
if you don't do this little video because Kevin is making all the money at this point, for real. So show up in that capacity. And that's the oh, no, you can do both. You just have to negotiate what that looks
100%.
like. And so if Tuesdays become, that's what it is right now. But if Tuesdays become, I know, y'all know I'm dramatic on my, I'm being funny.
She makes more than $3.
It's like $5. But if Tuesdays are the days that I commit to myself, then the most important commitment that I have outside of my marriage is the one that I make to myself.
Yeah.
So I can commit and show up to myself in this way, and that's okay. And having that conversation with my husband, letting him know that, and then renegotiating and re-navigating, they hear static. I was going to say, is it me? That the point is that it's not easy. And I think as women, sometimes we juggle a lot. There are so many. I've talked about this one time when I did the Black Love, something for Black Love. And I was talking about how, as women, we often have these priorities that are in constant competition for the same 24 hours. Your career, your husband, your kids. If you have kids. Like, those things are constantly vying and need your time and attention. And it's all in the same 24 hours. And so it ends up being where I really don't, we talked about this, where balance isn't really a thing. Sometimes you just have to commit on this day, this is getting my attention and maybe nothing else does. But then in the end, tomorrow I'll do focus on this instead of that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just about like the harmony of the situation, but trying to juggle it all on the same day will have you.
Yes.
Good luck.
I say all the time,
Good
for
luck.
me, I just choose what I'm going to be bad at today.
And that's a good way to
Today,
say it.
I'm going to be really bad at being a content creator because I'm not going to make a single video and I'm not reading any documents. But I'm going to make dinner. I'm going to do my kids' homework with them. I'm going to watch a show with my husband. And tomorrow we'll order in, okay, because I'm going to be bad mom tomorrow. But I'm going to be a great content creator and I'm going to make 3 videos. Like, those are the kind of conversations I'm having. I can't. I will be exhausted. It's 24 hours a day. And at some point I got to sleep. And I also apparently got to work out. And I also apparently got to take nasty chalk vitamins. I ain't got time. So pick what thing you're going to be bad at. And tomorrow be great at the thing you were bad at. Today, just be great at it tomorrow. And then let other things fall by the wayside. And that's just how you balance the days. There's only 7 days in a week. Figure it out.
In 24 hours
It'll
in a
all
day.
be fine.
And in the end, I mean, it really will. And you do have to show up for yourself in that way. And this is why even I hate, oh my God, okay, I have a couple things I have to say. We are like super realist people. I wish I showed up better as an optimist sometimes, but we're just super realist people. Mel was a little tipsy, but one of the questions, we went to this little thing, and one of the questions was, what's the one piece of advice you want to give somebody to chase your dreams? And Mel was like, don't.
Oh,
don't
I was
remember?
like, what? I had to be reminded. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, it was a funny little moment.
I remember.
What I'm about to say is about to mirror something like that. That's why I use that as an
Okay.
example. That when people ask, I hate this question. Oh my God, I hate this question so much because if you ask me, this is what I'm going to say. The question is, how do you stay motivated to do this? I hate this question because I hate when people say, well, I think about my why
Oh.
and my kids.
That's
and
not
my
a good
this.
answer?
Oh my God, I think it's so fake and just full of BS.
That's my answer.
It's
Go
not
ahead, say
real.
more.
I think that people that are successful are committed to discipline.
Oh.
Because if you don't think the person that is asking the question doesn't also love their kids, also want to show up for their kids, also want to provide the best life for their kids.
Yes.
It's not a matter of like, I show up because I'm
Oh, I
motivated by
see what
my
you're
kids.
saying.
We all want to do right by our children, and we're all not doing it because it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with discipline and deciding to do it even when you don't. And that is discipline.
Okay.
You were telling me on the days that you absolutely do not feel like getting up, you're thinking of Micaiah and McKinley and saying, this is the reason why I need to get up.
Let me give you an example, right? Because I actually would liken it to your vow renewal, right?
Okay.
You wanted to have the vow renewal of your dreams.
Mhm.
You did brand deals and saved that money. Knew it went directly into vow renewal. I'm not touching it because I want.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's not the like literal, because I love them so much, I'm here, right? It's not that. It is, I've been wanting to take my kids on this vacation so bad for 3 years. And I got laid off and I couldn't do it. And I've been determined to take my kids to this place. And so on the days when I don't want to, the thought I have is, I'm taking them on this vacation.
Okay, but this is the problem. You were talking about a very specific goal that has like an end date.
No, but I mean, there's always something I want to do. I want to take them here and buy them things.
I guess and I think so too. Someone said having a goal helps. I actually agree. And I still agree that it's discipline because I think a lot of people have goals
Yes.
that don't have the discipline to still achieve those goals. Like you have to have a goal,
Sure. Okay.
something to strive for,
Yes.
and then you need the discipline to reach the goal. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say.
You do need the discipline, but that's not. If you ask me why I'm doing how do you keep going? Okay, so if it's how do you keep going, you're saying I'm disciplined.
Yeah. So maybe the why is the children.
Okay.
Maybe the why is the goal. The vehicle to get there is the
Is
discipline.
the discipline.
And what I'm saying is a lot of times people are missing the vehicle.
Mm.
I would say a lot of times people are missing the vehicle. Yeah, that's what I would say. The most successful people
100%.
are disciplined.
I agree with that.
And that's all I'm saying. The most successful people are disciplined. And a lot of times those of us who struggle lack discipline, not a why.
Okay. I just see them so deeply
Closely,
connected because even to have discipline,
You're a disciplined person.
you think that, so that's what I was going to say. Where do you get the discipline?
You're a
For some
disciplined
people,
person.
I could see it as they're competitive. Like I am doing, when I don't have the motivation, I want to beat the next person. So maybe that, you know what I'm saying? Like it can come and so the fact that I'm competitive drives me to be disciplined, but it's because I'm competitive. The fact that I have goals because I want to have a vow renewal, that is what drives my discipline. That is how I'm able to do it and do it consistently, but it's because of the originator here.
Yeah.
Or because, you know what I'm saying? Like I think, so I just see them, I hear what you're saying. And
You're
don't
saying
discredit that.
saying it's two sides of the same coin for
Yeah. Like for me, and maybe that's what I should say.
No. I don't
the-
think that this is necessarily a right or wrong answer.
Sure.
I think it's just two ways to look at it.
Yeah.
But essentially it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You can have a goal that becomes your motivation. What I'm saying is that for a lot of people, we have a goal. You could have a goal to lose weight at the beginning of the year. You could have a goal to save $100 a month. You have to have the discipline to do it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes for some people, maybe I'll say that, the goal isn't enough. You have to decide to do it even when you don't feel like it. And that is where discipline comes in. Because sometimes the why, F the goal, because I don't want to work. I know I said I want to lose 10 pounds. I know I said I want to work out every day. Today I don't feel like it.
See, but that's why, okay, I hear what you're saying.
But that's what I'm saying. For some people, those two become, for what you're saying is for you, those two become so connected that they're one and the same. The goal becomes the discipline becomes the goal, and it's just moving like this.
Yes.
For some people, they are separate.
Yeah.
And so I will say, F this goal because I don't have the discipline today to reach it. So I'm not saving the money.
Yeah.
I'm not getting up to work out. I'm not going to do whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so for some of those, they're very distinct. I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
They're very distinct things. I always want to do the right thing, whether that's working out, whether that's saving the money, whether that's fill in the blank. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, I have a goal. Posting 7 videos a video every single day. That's a goal. If I wake up tomorrow and say, my stomach hurt, my face, this breakout, I don't feel like it, then who cares about the goal? Because for me, I can't always depend on the goal and the goal to be my motivation. I have to depend on my commitment to being disciplined to do it.
Oh, wow. Commitment to being disciplined is okay. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. So what's so interesting is why this is gin and juice.
Amen.
Because you can fall in what I'm saying. And you certainly can be Melanie.
Yeah.
Kevin would probably be. Kevin is just disciplined. Kevin is disciplined even without a goal. And that's where I was seeing it a little bit different as well. Kevin decides this is what I am doing because I've decided this is what I am doing. And it doesn't matter if there's a goal or an end date. And that's what I was saying too. Like, there is no end date to posting a video every single day.
Yeah.
I'm just posting a video every single day because I said I'm going to post a video every single day. I need a goal. I need a goal. And then I need to commit to it.
That's actually how the 12-week year helped me is because I'm actually not a like 5-year goal person. I've never been that person. Greg loves to say, what do we want to do in 5 years? Still be alive and hopefully the world's okay. Like I don't effing know what's going to happen tomorrow. So why don't ask me that? I've never been a person like that.
I actually don't like long-term goals either.
But what 12-week year, and maybe it's because I operate off goals and like that is my driver, right? So what that has helped me do is to just go off of what I want to accomplish this week.
Right.
And how that this week goal leads to the this month goal, and how the this month goal leads to the this quarter goal, and how the this quarter goal ultimately feeds into the this year goal. I can operate breaking down that and then having it in my face, because I'm like, you know, if for this week I want to make 15 videos, all I'm really thinking about every day is 15 videos. But at the end, when I get to the end, what I've done is this year I've made 355 videos.
Exactly.
I can't do math, but
we
you
get
know,
it. Yeah.
and that was in hopes that I would gain this many subscribers and in hope that I would go live this many times. And now I have reached a goal of 50,000 subscribers on what, you know what I'm saying? Like I have, and that will keep me motivated and that will keep me disciplined. Because I'm disciplined not for the sake of like, I'm going to make a video every day, but disciplined because like, oh my gosh, I feel accomplished. Like I love a good check mark. I did it.
Oh,
I
me
feel
too.
accomplished.
Good
I
old
need
gold
that. So I
star.
have to operate like that. But I hear what you're saying. It sounds like it's just different.
Yeah.
For different people.
And that's the part that I think this conversation is actually really good, because if you're trying to force yourself to fit into what I'm
Yes.
saying in your mail,
It ain't going to work.
it's not going to work. And if you're male and you're trying to force yourself to fit into what I'm saying, it's not going to work.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you do have to understand you
Yeah.
and what works for you.
100%.
For me, I'm an accountability person. We were talking about this not that long ago. If I need to make an appointment right now to see my dermatologist, right as we speak, I need to make an appointment to see my dermatologist. Y'all pray that I do it today. Once the appointment is made, though, I will never not show up. I will never not show up. For me, going to the gym is not an option because there's no one there waiting for me.
Amen. That's me.
And the goal of like, oh, I want a bigger booty. Oh, I want my arms to be, is not enough.
Oh.
It's not enough. Yeah, I want that. I'll tell you every single day I want it. And I will not go to the gym.
Oh.
If I hire a trainer and I know you're meeting me there and waiting for me, I will not miss a day.
I have that, but again, maybe because I'm goal oriented, vacation is enough for me. Like the fact that I know I'm going on vacation is enough for me to do 30 million sit-ups and lunges every single day for 3 months because I'm going on vacation. And I have a bathing suit I'm going to wear and I'm going to love it. Like that is, I operate like that. Like, okay. And what I would do, what I've done, starting going to the gym and breaking that down. I got 2 more weeks. Okay. So I need to go
That's
3
so funny.
times this week and 4 times next week. And then we are at the destination. So yeah. Anyway, that's funny.
Yeah. And so you just have to find where you fit. That's what we're trying to say,
Yeah,
is that you absolutely 100. I am definitely an accountability person. I am definitely a checkmark person. I am definitely a gold star person. And but I love to have that like accountability to it. I love to have that accountability. What I'm learning actually through the conversation I actually had with my coach last week is that because I feel like I've been almost indoctrinated to like not disappoint whoever. That's who I'll show up for, but I'll disappoint myself. And so allowing myself to hold the standard that I'm enough of a person to not disappoint as well. Instead of throwing those goals to the girl, I don't feel like it today. It's fine. Like it'll be fine because who gonna whoop me?
Yeah. Hey man, listen. That'd be easy.
Yeah, yesterday I wanted to go, today I don't, and that's okay.
And what?
No, girl.
What you gonna do about
keep
it?
your commitment to
Beat me
yourself.
up?
Yeah, keep your commitment to yourself. You said you were gonna go. go because you said
Yeah.
you were going to go.
Yeah.
So keep your commitment to yourself. And we don't always do that. And that goes back to my Tuesdays. She was like, why don't you have it in my coach? Why don't you have it in your calendar like Melissa Content Day? And I was like, because I mean, I don't really.
Because it could change.
So
and
that's
I need to know that it could change.
exactly. And so once I put it in there, then it feels like I committed and then I uncommitted. And so if I don't put it in there, then it gives me a little bit more like, oh, I could do it or not. And so now I'm trying to commit to myself.
Hey, man, put it in your calendar, girl.
So.
Okay, let me just say this because we have
Go.
to go. We've been here for very, very long.
Oh,
and
go
so
for
I'm
it.
going to just be quickly to say. Everyone, please watch Netflix's $1 Million Secret.
Oh, yeah.
It is their version of The Traitors. And I am all in. They have new episodes coming to the 2nd.
Tuesday.
No, because today is the 31st. Tuesday's the 1st.
Oh, today is
the
Monday.
2nd.
Wednesday is the 2nd.
Please watch Netflix's $1 Million Secret.
Is it exactly the same? Give me a little bit more information.
So instead of there being a wolf, or what is it called? A traitor.
Yeah, the traitor.
Sorry, I'm thinking about werewolf.
Me too. I was like, what is it?
Instead of there being a traitor or traitors, in this show, one person out of this group everybody's given a box.
Okay.
One person has the $1 million in their box. The goal is to determine who has it. And
Do I
so
know I have the $1 million box?
You know
Okay.
it. The rest of us do not.
Okay.
And so all throughout the day, you do some excursions, whatever, the games.
The missions.
You have the conversations. There's some alliances, all to keep your million. Hopefully by the end of the show, you still have it and then you win it. However, why it's different and very interesting and good and all of that is 2 reasons. They make the person with the $1 million do an activity every day. So as an example, the person with $1 million, unbeknownst to everybody else, the person with $1 million is told on one day, you have to incorporate 4 music titles, lyrics in your conversation and don't tip off everybody. So it's like Don't Stop Believing and Under My Umbrella.
They give you the lyrics? Oh.
And so all day, right, the lady's like trying to make situations like, yeah, that's your water. Yeah, don't stop believing. You know, like she's trying to create these scenarios where she can do the activity. And so if you do the activity, you get as the trader, as the millionaire, you get bonuses for this. If you accomplish the task.
Oh, I see.
When it comes time to vote, you are given 3 extra votes. Or you are given the ability to whatever, different things, right? And so one activity was the woman had to hug every single person. It was the first day. She was a millionaire. She had to hug every person. So she's trying to make it like not awkward, but like, oh, I love you. I just met you. Oh, yeah. Right? And so it's hilarious because they're doing and trying not to be awkward. And so what happens is before they vote, the host, certain people get to come in a room. It's like 3 or 4 people. And if you win the activity, the day's activity, you get to go into this room and the host will give you a clue about who the millionaire is before voting.
Oh.
So as an example, the host is like, the millionaire is lying about what their job is. Right. And so you're trying to think or they gave a hint that was like, during breakfast, the millionaire, everything they said was a smash hit, right? And that was for the music lyrics. That was the hint, though. So they're trying to, what could smash hit? Does that mean they broke a glass? Does that mean, so they're trying to, so anyway, it's really funny. Here's the last thing I need to say about it. The millionaire did her activity. She was either given, I think, like 3 extra votes for voting, or she could give the $1 million to someone else. And this woman was struggling having this million. She was like, I hate lying. She's like tears crying, like, I hate being the millionaire. So she was like, I'm going to give $1 million away. And so I don't want to spoil it. She ends up accomplishing her task.
But do you get out of the game now?
No.
Because I know who the new millionaire.
Because the idea, it seems, is that the $1 million is going to travel around. And so what she said is, I believe I'm going to be able to get it back. I don't know how she believes it or why she believes it. That's what she believes. And so She has given it away because the goal is to have it at the end of the show.
The case at the end
The
of the show.
case.
Okay, but wait. Well, I need a clarifying question. If the millionaire is not found out, or I'm sorry, is found out, do the rest of the people split it?
I think if the millionaire is found out, I don't know. I can't confirm, but it's seeming like they would give it to somebody else until everybody goes away.
So the last person standing
Or
wins.
last two. Yeah, exactly. Because you're voting to see who has the million, right? Like and then
are they
go,
eliminated?
And then they're eliminated. But this woman gives up the million, and so now it's gone to somebody else. And this is where it got interesting. The question essentially for us, the audience, is like, are you going to tell them that you were the millionaire?
Yeah.
She chooses to tell them, and it goes crazy. This is why you got to watch. I'm telling you.
Tell them. I don't think I would tell that information.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Now
Don't vote me out.
Because I know the kind of nobody understands how the activities, how they work, what they were, or anything. So they were like, "What was the smash hit?" And she's like, "I don't want to tell y'all." So now they're like, "Well, bitch, why you here?" You know. So it becomes a whole thing.
So why did she tell if she wasn't going to say? Like,
Because-
what's her strategy?
So she also is like, because I know how it felt to be the millionaire, I feel like that person is the person who got the millions because I see them breathing hard. I see the way that I was operating when I had it, how it affected me. I feel like she's doing that same thing. I think it's her. So it's like all this, she's trying to do this strategy. Listen, you should tap in. It's good. It's fun.
Oh,
It's fun. It's
a
going to
fun
piss you
show.
off. It's going to piss you off.
Okay, I'll tap in. I
It's a
love a
good
fun
time.
show. I do love fun. What is it called, Mel?
Netflix's $1 Million Secret. $1 Million Secret. Okay? It is game showy. It is, if you love
it's all
traders.
the things we love about games.
It is. It's fun. It's fun. The people are interesting.
And there's no celebrities, just regular people. Okay, I love that actually.
And the new episodes come on Wednesday. And I am very intrigued for the new batch already. Like, I'm already in. It's good.
How many episodes dropped the first time? 4?
I think it was 4.
Okay.
It's
I'll
good.
watch. The last thing before we head out is I watched The Curious Case of Natalia Grace.
Oh, yeah.
This that white people's business we was talking about.
Hello.
This is that. This is that. Somebody said you should look into it. You should, even if you don't do a video about it. Just tell me. Okay, just tell me.
Hilarious.
There are 2 different ones. Hold on, let me pull up my notes so I don't tell y'all wrong. The Curious Case of Natalia Grace is on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
That's the documentary with the actual players in real life. Okay. Good American Family is the reenactment on Hulu. That's like 4 episodes. That has the girl from Grey's Anatomy. I don't know the woman's name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The main character, the good woman who's Miranda. What's her name? Anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. The woman who's on Grey's Anatomy, that's the main character. I think her last name is Grey, and that's the whole point of the show. Her Meredith. Thank you very much. Meredith is in it. Okay. She is the mama. I'm going to give you briefly what this is, right? Okay, what this is about, because it's absurd. I'm going to start from the very beginning. These white people adopted this little girl from Ukraine, from the Ukraine. They bring her over for one. I'm kind of mixed the stories, to be honest, because I'm in the third season of the real thing. So I'll mix them both. Okay. But this is what really happened. She gets adopted by these white people. She comes to America. According to Natalia, she told the dad, "I hate you." Something happened. She ended up telling the dad, "I hate you." She felt like the dad didn't like her afterward. They go to she has dwarfism, a rare form of dwarfism. They go to this dwarfism convention, and it's basically like, this little girl's up for adoption. Anybody want her? She's available to be adopted. Literally. This family, who plays a role later, wanted to adopt her, ends up falling through, but they play a role later. She ends up getting adopted by these other people. The mama is crazy.
The new mama.
The new mama's crazy. Okay. She is accusing the little girl being older, of having a period, of trying to kill them, all of these things. They believe that the woman she wrote a book about, because her other kid, one of them had autism, some form of autism.
The other mom you're talking about?
No.
The little girl?
The Natalia's mama, the adoptive mama.
Okay.
Her older kid had autism. One of her boys had autism. And she decided upon herself that she's the reason he's doing as well as he is doing, because I'm such a good mom that I've done all of these things to help improve him. The doctor said he wasn't going to talk. He be talking. The doctor said he wasn't going to do this. He be doing it.
He be doing it.
So you're welcome. I'm the savior, and I can do what I've done to Natalia.
Got it.
Then it didn't work. And so they believe she turned on her and started treating her rude, mean, abusing her, all of these type of things because you're not falling into the place, all of these things. She was collecting all this money, all this kind of stuff. So she decides, I don't want you no more. I don't want you in my house. You're not fitting into the perfect plan that I have.
Yeah.
So you need to go.
Yeah.
So the little girl's like 8, something like that, 6, 7 years, 8 years old. And she says, tell these people you 22. So the little girl, being an 8-year-old who don't know no better, is like, I'm a grown up. I'm 22 years old.
That's how that. Okay.
Yes. They go to the court,
Yep.
get her name legally changed to 22.
Her age.
Her legal age changed to 22 years old. They get this little girl an apartment, drop her off, and say, go live your life. Yes.
That's so.
She's 8 years old. She eventually gets kicked out of that apartment. She goes to another apartment. Live your life. So the thing is, it is so wild. The thing is, this is what's so interesting. When I watched the Hulu reenactment one, right? The woman from Meredith, the Grey's Anatomy one, I was like, oh, plus the actor that they have playing Natalia,
yeah.
she looks old. So I was like, literally the first thing I said when I was watching this, why do they have this grown woman playing this child? Like, and I know they do that a lot to get over like child labor laws, but like she looks like a grown woman.
Obviously.
She doesn't look like a child.
Okay.
This is so confusing. Then it all comes out.
Yeah.
But the dad in the reenactment version plays a superhero. Natalia's attached to the hip to him. She loves him, and it's all against mommy, and mommy's the mean one, and the dad is trying to be the savior. In the real thing, they all terrible. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
The mama's the worst,
But they're all
but
bad.
that daddy is a coward,
Okay.
no spine, and he's as dramatic as they come.
Oh.
They have a meeting, and he's like, I'm so sorry this happened to you.
Oh, my.
It was the evil one.
The evil one meaning the wife?
Yes. Everyone who's around me knows I don't call her by her name. I call her Wicked.
Wicked.
And will not say the woman's name the
It's his
entire
wife?
time. They're divorced now.
Oh, I was like, Jesus.
They end up getting divorced. Sassy.
No.
He is very. He comes across as a liar who is solely there to protect himself and worry about his image. So you have this mean, but this is where it got interesting, okay? On the real version, okay, with the actual characters, Natalia's in it, the real daddy's in it. She ends up getting adopted by this interracial couple. Looks like everything is fine. The documentary people are like, we're going to close this. She ends up getting readopted by these people, and life seems to go fine. 6 months later, the new, this is her third set of adoptive parents, okay? Call the producers.
Because
They said this woman is crazy. She is crazy. She lost her marbles.
the little girl.
Yes. Come get her. She's like 18 at this point. She was with that family for like 10 years.
Oh, my gosh.
So the producer's like, oh, crap. Well, let's get the stuff. So they fly in. They have a meeting. And they're sitting there like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. We love her. She loves us. Yes,
That's what they're saying now?
Yes, I love my mom. I love my dad. Yes, we love Natalia. Everything is fine. Fast forward. This is the third. Yes, this is the longest thing ever. Then she escapes.
That's what
So the first family that I talked about that wanted to adopt her when the other family was like, there's a child available for adoption. They stay in the little girl's life for a while. She calls them. She finds this new boyfriend in the UK. And the mama's pissed about it. She calls the producers. She's like, she wants to move to the UK, the United Kingdom.
Oh, my
Like,
God.
she's so mad about it. So the little girl, calls the other family. I think their last name is like DePauls or something like that. She calls them and she's like, they're terrible people. They're exploiting me. I need to go. Da-da-da-da. They also have a form of dwarfism. They come to the church. It's basically a heist. She comes out, gets in the car. They take off. The adoptive mom is like, where did you go? Am I still your payee?
Hello?
Yes. And Natalia says, yes, I still want you to be my payee. So the DePaul's mama is like, Oh no.
Yeah, hold on now.
Oh no. Not I just saved you and you still want to be connected to them and you still gonna keep them your pay. You think I'm gonna pay for everything?
Right.
No, I won't. No, I won't. You need to figure this out. I love you. She said, oh, I miss my parents. You missed them?
Well, get on out my house.
Why did I just do a whole extraction?
Yeah.
I'm so confused. And that's as far as I got. And it is the strangest.
It's strange. That's why I didn't get into it the first time. When it was going viral the first time everybody was talking about it, I said, she's the young, not young. I'm out. Is she an adult or not? And then she was living, and there's...
I do not believe she was an adult. I 100% do not believe. The dentist did an x-ray.
On her mouth.
And you can see her adult teeth under her baby teeth. That doesn't happen for
There are
adults.
ways to confirm
Yes.
this.
So I 100%.
What are we talking about?
What was trying to concoct in my mind is if they said she did all the things they said she had did.
Oh, if she really did it, she's just not
I think some of it is dramatics and some of it might be true because they were talking about all the neighbors when she was 8 years old was like she used to talk about her sexual escapades and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, she's 8 years old. Like, what's? But then when she's older, she was like, I was exposed to a lot. And I'm like, well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
that makes sense. It's a lot. Did she put bleach in the woman's coffee? It was like pine saw or something, pledge or something. That's what the woman said. She said she was trying to kill me. Then they said they went to a birthday party and there was a fence. They said the little girl who was 8, 19 years old at the time dragged the mama and was trying to take her to the electric fence to kill her.
Why did the mama herself be dragged?
Because she's strong. That's what they
The
said.
little girl is
They
strong?
said she's strong.
I would have shot her.
And they never called the police. That was the other thing. They said this woman attempted to. They said they would be in the car driving with the kids and the boys in the backseat with the little girl, and she would open the door and try to, or she would grab their favorite toy and throw it in the street and hope they run out in the street and get it and get hit by a car. But they never called the cops.
I would have put her in her own apartment too. Hey. She's 18. Get this hell child out of my house. Good luck, honey. She would have been in her own apartment place too. Figure it out. Go throw some other kids in the street, not mine.
It's crazy. It is the most intriguing that is so much better than fiction. If this was a movie, well, actually, that's what they said. They were like, the little girl, the mama is so crazy. All she's doing is replaying the movie Orphan. Apparently, I never watched the movie, but apparently it's about a child that was adopted from Russia that was doing all of these things.
So, is it copycat?
I don't. It's the most confusing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I have no idea.
I'm out.
But do a case on it because what is
Absolutely
interesting.
not. It's going to be 30 parts.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. What is so interesting to me is that they got that little girl's age legally changed.
And what dumbass judge was like, ordered?
Because their family doctor was like, yeah, she probably is 21, 22.
Well, if she was being that much of a hell child, I would do what I could too.
It's crazy.
I would make her legally an adult.
It's crazy.
So I didn't have to deal.
The only thing about this that I will say is that if you only watch the reenactment version, the one with the Meredith Grey, that is not the truth. It's not the truth. It's a very warped view of what's going on. When you watch the documentary, that gives you the full. Because I watched the little reenactment version, and I was like, oh, she definitely was fooling y'all. Like she was definitely 30 years old, pretending to be a child. They said she wanted her medical bills taken care of. She didn't want to pay for them, so that's why she tricked y'all. She was trying to get y'all to pay for her medical stuff. This is very clear. You watch the other one, and you're like, oh no, she was 8 years old.
8.
She was 8 years old.
That's McKinley.
Me and Kev were doing this math. I said, could you imagine
Putting McKinley out and just being like, figure it out?
and fend for yourself? The neighbors would be like, she would just be at our house, or she would come over and just go to the refrigerator and eat.
Amen.
Because that's what children
That's what
do.
8-year-olds do. Because they're hungry and they don't know how to cook. What?
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I was watching. Everybody was crazy. The whole thing is crazy. I've been watching it on Hulu. Both of them are on Hulu. The Curious Case of Natalia Grace is her name, is the reenactment, and it's like 4 episodes. And the 4th episode, if it didn't already drop, it's dropping this week. And then I'm sorry, no, I said that wrong. Good American Family is the reenactment one. 4 episodes, and I think the 4th one, it didn't drop last week, it's dropping this week. I don't remember because I don't remember when I watched it. And then The Curious Case is the long 3-season situation, and I haven't finished it, but that's also, I've been watching it on Hulu.
And watch The Residents too, because I've been watching that.
I need to finish. I started it, but I don't know enough to know what's in it. Outside of, is her name Uzo?
Uzo.
Girl, she be acting. You hear me?
She's funny. It's funny. It's like it's something I would not typically watch, but it's funny. I'm enjoying her the most. So
yeah,
anyway.
From what I didn't, well, like I said, I haven't been. I just enjoy her.
Yeah,
she's really good.
She's a good time.
All right, thank you guys so much for this. Extremely. They said to watch The Pit.
Oh, everybody's been talking about that too. I need to watch it.
What is it on?
Uzo Adoba. What did we say?
No, we
said Uzo, right?
Yeah. I just didn't say her last name.
Yeah.
Is The Pit on Hulu as well? I mean,
I think it's
on
Netflix,
Netflix,
right? Oh, Max, HBO Max.
Oh, okay. Listen, these other little streaming platforms are trying to come with it on the show tip.
I need to watch The Pit. Let me read it. It better be good. Oh, I'm out.
Who is it?
This don't look like nothing I want to watch.
Ain't no black folk in it?
Well, not. Who is the man on the cover? It seems intense. Is it a hospital? It seems like a lot.
They said it's
a
good.
medical drama. That's exactly what the cover. Whoever did the cover art did that, because medical drama is exactly what that looks like.
Is it a show or is it a movie? It's a show?
I don't know. It's adult ER.
Oh, it's a hospital like 24.
See? Now I'm going to give it
good.
a try.
It's like an intense ER, so it's a show. I might be in. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to be in, because I hate that I missed the height of Grey's Anatomy. I hate that I missed ER. Like, I missed the wave of those shows. I went back during the pandemic and tried to watch Grey's. Let me tell you something. This is the last thing I'm going to say. We got to get up out of here.
Yes, we do.
Grey's Anatomy is a bunch of people having sex with a bunch of people of each other.
And then they die, right?
And yes. I said, I think I'm old, because I couldn't help but think, girl, I watched last season yesterday. Like, normally you watch a season and be time and then you don't really. I was binging them. So you was with him.
Oh, now you were.
To me, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
And now today I woke up and you telling me it's a new season, but for me it's just a brand new 24 hours. And now you are with him?
Yes.
No. No. I cannot do this. Y'all are the patients in the hospital because all y'all got STDs.
Oh, no.
This is disgusting. And so I couldn't get over it.
Yes.
I couldn't get over it. So I stopped because I was like, this is so gross. But I missed it because I know and respect what it was when it was what it was. Yeah. So I hate I missed it. So anyway, I'm gonna join in at the tippy top of this.
It's got a BuzzFeed article talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna join in. I'm gonna throw it. All right, thank you guys so much for
being here way too long with us. 2 hours is what the time says. It's a long time.
We talked about some everything, child. We'll be back next week. Bye.